If you run a business, you know this feeling, right? You've got a complex task, say processing an insurance claim, and it just gets completely bogged down. It's a slog of paperwork, manual reviews, and it can take weeks of human effort, just creating delays and headaches. But what if? What if you could take that entire process and shrink it from weeks down to just a few seconds? Well, that's not science fiction anymore. It's the power of AI teamwork. So let's dive in and see how you can build a team of your own.
I mean, just look at the difference here. On one side, you've got the old way, slow, manual, and let's be honest, full of potential for human error. And on the other side, a new way that's practically instant, totally automated, and incredibly accurate. This is so much more than just a speed boost. It's a complete game changer for how your business can operate.
So how do you actually make that happen? Well, here's the secret. It's not about going out and finding one giant, super expensive, all-knowing AI. The answer is actually something way more accessible, way more affordable, and frankly, a lot more powerful. It's about building a specialized team of AIs.
I love this idea of a relay race. It just makes so much sense. Think about it, right? In a relay, each runner has one specific job to do. They sprint their leg of the race flawlessly, and then they pass the baton to the next specialist. It's all about that seamless handoff, that perfect teamwork. That's exactly how we should be thinking about AI and business.
Now this team has a technical name. It's called a multi-agent system. But don't let the jargon scare you. The definition is actually super simple. It's just a group of specialized AIs where each one is an expert at its own thing, and they all work together to nail a complex mission for your business, whether that's processing claims, managing customer orders, you name it.
So why should you care? What's the so what for your business? Well, the goal here is to directly hit your bottom line. We are talking about lowering your operational costs, making your decisions way more accurate, and shifting your whole operation from being reactive to being proactive. You basically get to assemble your own AI puzzle, perfectly fitting the pieces to your unique business needs.
All right, so if we're building a team, who's actually on it? This is the fun part. Let's meet the specialists and break down exactly how this whole automated workflow really works.
So let's stick with our insurance claim example. The whole relay race breaks down into 4 main stages. First, an AI has to parse all the data to even understand what's being asked. Second, it's got to check the policy. Third, and this is crucial, it needs to scan for any potential fraud. And finally, it has to communicate the results. So, let's meet the agents who are running each leg of this race.
The first members of our team are the real heavy lifters. These are the analysts working behind the scenes, making sense of all that raw, messy information that comes in.
Okay, first up is the translator. This agent uses something called natural language processing, or NLP. It's really just a way of teaching computers to understand human language. So it reads that initial claim, whether it's an email or a form, and it pulls out all the key details. It turns messy human text into clean, organized data. This is the agent that really lives.
Once that data is all cleaned up, the baton gets passed to our policy expert. This agent is usually a large language model, or LLM. You can think of it as an AI that has memorized every single one of your company policies forwards and backwards. It instantly cross-references the claim details and verifies the coverage, making sure every single decision is 100% by the book.
Now, what's really cool is at the exact same time the policy expert is working, the investigator gets going. This is where you see the power of parallel processing. This specialist is like your digital watchdog. It's analyzing photos, scanning for weird data patterns. Its only job is to sniff out potential fraud and protect your business. It's a huge layer of security.
Okay, so the heavy lifting is done. The analysis is complete, the decision's been made. But now comes a very different and very human challenge, communication. And this is where you really see why this team approach is so important. I mean, just think about it in your own company, right? The skills are completely different. On one side, you have data auditing, which is all about logic, patterns, and speed. On the other, you have customer support, which is all about empathy, clear communication, and being friendly. You wouldn't hire the same person for both of those jobs, so why would we expect a single AI to be great at both? You wouldn't.
And that's exactly why the system brings in one last specialist for the final leg of the race, the communicator. This is a client interaction agent, and its entire job is to handle that delicate task of talking to the customer. It can deliver the results, answer questions, and do it all with a helpful and friendly tone. So, let's step back and look at the big picture. When you put all of these specialized agents together, you don't just get a faster process. What you really get is a complete blueprint for intelligent automation that you can apply to your business. This is the real power of building an AI team. It's a proactive system that isn't just waiting for instructions. It's actively working toward your business goals. You have each agent doing exactly what it's best at, creating a workflow that's faster and more accurate than any human team could ever hope to be. It's a complete, start-to-finish solution.
So as we wrap this up, it really all comes down to one big question. I want you to think about your own business right now. Think about the bottlenecks, those manual tasks that slow you down and drive you crazy. Now ask yourself, what process will your AI team transform first?